the video is not staying like this, but it's just really cool, so I wanted to check it out. Welcome to today's General Hospital recap. As always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos or recaps. This is the recap for April 24th, and now let me switch over to a new filter so we don't all go crazy. That's so fun! I might do an intro filter. That's fun. Oh my goodness. So many ideas. There is a weird shadow on my face. If you haven't already seen, I have a board here where we can vote for character of the week or something to that effect, and it will be displayed here all week. I have this brand new beautiful background, and that's why I was gone so long. I was doing major home decluttering. There's still a little bit more to go, but you know, when you get on a roll, you just get on a train and you roll the train to clean town. I'm going to start talking about General Hospital before you unsubscribe and go, what is happening to this girl? So let's get right to it. So at the PCPD, Alexis wants to say something to Julian, but Jordan wants him in his cell, and Diane comes in. So they go into the room, and after some conversation, Alexis is going to give her statement. She says she wasn't kidnapped. Diane tries to backtrack, and Jordan wants this all cleared up, like, right now. So she tells Jordan what happened at the pier. She left with him on her own free will. Jordan asks why she would leave with someone who tried to kill her, and she says that she was trying to convince him to turn himself in. So Jordan tries to nail down how much time they spent together, and she can tell something isn't right. Alexis is holding back, and Alexis, like, says there is what did I write? Oh my goodness. See, this is what happens when you have to watch a show on like 2 and read the captions and, like, you know, do stuff. So she says that, you know, things happened so fast and a lot got assumed, you know, at the time when, you know, the cops came in and they took Julian, and just, oh, there was so much going on, and he 100% did not kidnap her though. So Alexis says that the kidnapping charges will most likely, like, be dropped, right? So then she asked if, like, then the case against him is going to be as strong, which I feel like you should have asked Diane that in private, and you shouldn't have asked Jordan. Just a feeling. So now Jordan thinks what Alexis said was suspicious because, like, it was. Wait a second. I have exercised my my power, too much power in this video, and made myself the character of the week until the end of the week, because, you know, I put the sign up, so, like, I feel like I deserve some credit. So I hope you don't mind. Carly, aka me, with, oh, I should do smiley faces. I'll do a smiley face later. Bye, Misha. Alright, so let's, like, get to actual General Hospital again, because that's what we're doing here. Jordan has to step out for a second. Diane tells Alexis that she could lose her law license forever if she's seen aiding and abetting or aiding and comforting a criminal. So then Olivia, good Olivia, came to see Julian down in his cell. She says she's engaged to Ned and she'll never bring Leo to visit. And Julian says absolutely no to the possibility of Ned adopting Leo. And Olivia says that this is what's best for him. You know, let him grow up and not be ashamed of where he came from. Like, let Ned be his father, because, like, he's just gonna be in Pentonville his whole life and he's never gonna know him. So why do that to him? At General Hospital, Tracy's looking for Finn. She wants the DNA results, like, now. AKA she watches way too much TV when DNA results are, like, instantaneous, because they're not. Tracy swears, oh, and Laura walks up to her. Well, kind of sneaks up to her. I'm just kidding. Laura's sneaky. So Tracy swears her to secrecy, and then tells her about the journal and the ring, and then her suspicions about being related to Samira. And she says that she thinks it'll be negative, but Laura's like, well, maybe not. So Laura got something for Samira, and Laura tries to prepare her for the possibility of the test being positive. So at the Quartermains, Olivia, oh, I'm out of order. And see, this is what happens. I get too full of myself, make myself the character of the week, and I'm out of order. So this is before Olivia has to go out and do something, aka visit Julian, and Ned wants to talk to Samira. She's literally there for like a second. I can't be blamed for this, right? And Ned says Tracy probably made her mind up about the painting, and she shows him a picture of her daughter. You know, how does she save her? So Samira sings an English hymn that her mother had picked up, and it's the Quartermain Thanksgiving song. Then Tracy arrives and keeps cutting her off when she tries to, when Samira tries to explain that it isn't common where she's from, because, you know, Tracy's like, oh, everyone sings that song. It's not like just us. We didn't make it up. What are you gonna do? So Ned takes Tracy aside to speak with her. He tells her about the ICE agent and what Monica did. Tracy's like, good, now she knows how to help Samira. Laura assures Samira that they will find a way to help her daughter, and then shows her the new dress. At Elizabeth, Jason and Elizabeth are showing Jake old pictures, and then he's affected by a picture. It's a picture of Jason before the accident. He remembers, and they ask him if the picture bothers him, and then he says it bothers him because of the witch. So Liz and Jason... Why he took out that picture? Jason says that's how... Oh, so Jason says that's how he looked when he worked for Helena. Now, I have, like, one issue with this. I don't mind recast, and I don't mind, like, the general, like, oh, yeah, you look a little different, or, like, you know, that thing they have to do to, like, explain. But for some reason, I just, like, get, like, a little cringy that it's, like... I don't know, that it's like acknowledging like he looked like a whole different person and now he looks totally different. Like, I feel like we're past that transition phase where like we're all over it. So bringing him back up is like, I don't know. That's just me though. You know how I am. I'm very sensitive to these things. Come on. Oh, there. Oh, I lost my spot. 1 second. So Jason doesn't remember anything from the shooting for 2 years, and he did anything Helena told him to do, and he imagined he lived on Cassie Island when Helena did and Jake was there, which I had said that when they brought Jake back, but Jason wasn't Jason yet, like they didn't know he was Jason yet. So it was like the tale of two Jakes there, and I was like, well, Jake probably, oh, he won't recognize him because he looked different. Okay, all right. I feel like me and 2 years ago me is like, hey, what are we doing? So anyway, let me move on. Otherwise, I'll just like keep babbling on about stuff that probably makes no sense and nobody else cares about. So at Carly's, Jax wants them to live in Australia together as a family, and maybe, you know, this is Fate's way of bringing them together. And Carly's like, it's complicated. Like, she loves him, she does, and he makes a good case for them, and like they can make a great life together, but she has her reservations. Like, Morgan's grave is here, and he says that she'll have her memories and connections everywhere, but she says it wouldn't be the same. Which, as much as I get that, like, I feel like in the back of all of our heads we're all thinking, well, it's not like Morgan is actually in that grave. Like, there was, I mean, it's all the memories and everything, but like they didn't really have a body to bury. But obviously graves are a lot more than, you know, they're a lot more sentimental. They're a place to go. Trust me, I have, you know, many I visit, so, well, not many, that sounded bad, but, you know, like, I get where she's coming from. I just want to voice what I know was probably all in the back of our heads. So Carly's worried about the Nell situation. Like, she's going after Michael, and Jax is like, well, there's nothing you could do about it, whether you're here or in Australia. And he thinks Sonny is holding her back, and Carly doesn't want to run out on the war he started, but Jax says that just feeds into his ego. Moving away would be a victory. And he says Sonny will, like, I get where he's coming from, and I agree with him. Like, Sonny wants this back and forth, and he wants this war. If she ran off with Jax because of something he did, like, he made Jax leave and she goes with him, like, that would be the biggest she could give him, you know? Then Jax is like, look, Sonny's always going to be in your blood. And Carly's like, no, you're wrong. And Carly says it's not the right time. Like, she's sorry. He loves her and she loves him, but he has to go. And she says she's not forgiving him or forgiving Sonny or getting back together with him. Jax says that Sonny's no good for her. You know, Sonny destroys everything. And now end scene. Olivia tells Julian to think about this whole thing with Ned. Alexis asks Diane if she thinks the kidnapping charges are a failsafe so that the DA can get him for the Olivia charge. Oh, if the DA can't get him for, like, the accessory to Olivia's charges. Because he was under duress. Like, and he hasn't been convicted of anything else. So, like, I kind of think she has a point there. And she says maybe, like, even if he does, what happens then? So Tracy says that she needs to get Samira out of the country now. In the long run, it could help her get her daughter back. Jason is afraid he did something terrible to Jake on Cassie Island. And Carly says that she needs to think. You know, she won't let Sonny destroy her. And her marriage ended 5 minutes ago, though. And he doesn't know if he'll be Jax doesn't know if he'll be waiting for her. Like, it's not an ultimatum. Sunny deals in ultimatums. It's just like, this is an offer. And I feel like, you know, that, like, I feel like he's being straightforward. Like, he's not being like, you leave with me now or else I'm going to run away with 5 supermodels. Like, he's not saying that. He's just, like, being realistic. Like, I don't know if you're going to come to Australia to be with me. So, like, what do you expect me to do? So she has to take her chances. There's so much unresolved in Port Charles. Who's he? Jax is going to drive past the stables so that with Jocelyn so they can get one last ride together to the airport, and then Carly will pick Jocelyn up from the airport. But I kind of feel like Jocelyn is going to go with him to Australia, personally. I just kind of have that feeling right here, you know? You know when you get a feeling in your collarbone that something's going to happen? And then he leaves. So that is it for the 24th, which means I have one more, and then I got to watch yesterday's, and then today's, and we're all caught up. Yay! It's a Christmas miracle in April. But in any event, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in 2 seconds if I don't die of, like, hyperventilation, because I've been talking for, like, over an hour now. But I'll see you then. Okay.